My semi-annual bronchitis arrived again. I used to treat this with antibiotics, but now I treat it with essential oils, which is fantastic. Primarily oregano, that really does the trick, and propolis. But why? Why do I need these cycles of illness? How can I break free of the cycles of illness? This is my question for Shan and the Divine Collective. And a very, very good morning to you. We're glad to see you in such a healthy state. Well, I wasn't in a healthy state a couple of days ago. I had to take oregano and propolis 3 times a day in order to clear all the mucus out of my lungs. But look at you now, and look at the story you have to tell. You have to tell a story of healing, a story of confronting your cyclical asthma, what you call chronic diseases. You've confronted this chronic disease and you're breaking the cycle. This is what happens in your march. Your lungs, your throat become congested at the end of winter and the start of spring. The reason why you were able to recover so quickly this year is because you are looking after your health. The antibodies are building up. By cutting out your gluten and your lactose, you're allowing your body to rebuild its strength. It's no longer fighting foods that it doesn't tolerate. You are working on your physical health. And the fact that you were able to overcome this in one day would have been miraculous for you a few years ago. And without your antibiotics, without attacking all of the wonderful organisms in your body to get the few, you're building up your antibodies to the extent that you can fight this yourself. You create beautiful vegetable soups that you simmer for hours, never boil. You are healing the vehicle, the body. You're looking after your vehicle, which you've never done like this before. You're being very careful with it because you feel that it's changing. There are foods it simply does not tolerate anymore. You've always known it doesn't tolerate eating other animals. Now you know that it doesn't tolerate gluten, and it doesn't tolerate the milk of other animals. You're past that now. That was part of your 3rd dimensional journey. But you know, you can feel, you've seen in your dreams how you're becoming crystalline. Your DNA is actually changing. And your body simply cannot tolerate these foods anymore. These belong to the old you. What you're creating now is your Palaeolithic diet. This is the diet that the human body fed on for hundreds of thousands of years. Simply eating the raw food, the roots, the berries, the nuts, occasional birds' eggs, if they allowed you. Infrequently, you would eat another animal if you found it ailing, if it presented itself to you, fish. But primarily, you were eating of the fruit of Eden, the Garden of Eden, because this is what this creation is. You'll find that as you eat sparingly and sparingly, more sparingly from the Garden of Eden, that you need less and less because you're beginning to vibrate on a higher level. You are working towards what you call your etheric diet, where simply breathing and thinking yourself a healthy body creates that healthy body. You will live for hundreds of years until you feel it's time to discard the shell, the body, to go elsewhere. You go deep into your experience, into the spiritual side of experience, because you have no more material concerns. You've sorted those out because you know that you are creating the matter. You know that you are creating the body. You will do as your Master Christ does. After the death of his body, he recreates it again because he realizes that this is what you do. And he's able to reappear in the recreated body. But the recreated body is at such a high vibration that he no longer eats. You might think of him as a ghost, but he's not a ghost. He's there as real as you are. He's simply vibrating at a higher vibration. He's less dense than your bodies. You are leaving the density. And as you do so, your chronic illnesses come to the surface so that you can say farewell. You'll have other various things coming to the surface as you detoxify this beautiful body that you create. Enjoy it. Say goodbye to these illnesses and greet warmly your new healthy self. This is who you are. Step aside into who you really are and enjoy it. Enjoy the flavors that this gorgeous world produces for you in each season. Relish in them. Breathe in pure air, pure ether. This replenishes you. And whatever you do, remember that it's your thoughts that are guiding everything in your life. Guide yourself towards health. You don't need these chronic illnesses anymore. Your back pains, your heart pains, these stem from support, lack of support. You always felt you weren't being supported. Your parents didn't support you, when in truth it was up to you to support yourself. Support yourself now with positive thoughts and healing thoughts. Always be one with us. Always.